I have to start this video over. I have to start this video over again because I can't, because I broke the seal on the water. So I'm going to finish the video as it is going now. If this was Hollywood, the director would say, cut, and then he would say, start again, but he would say, get a new bottle of water and open the seal again with the camera rolling, aksha. The camera would be rolling. Okay, then start. Then it has to open the seal again, and then it has to start again. Well, my hands are full this time. I have something to eat and to eat it with, but I was thirsty, so it was conflicted. Now that I had something to drink, I don't feel the hunger the way I did before. And it was thirsty and hungry overlapping the threatening. So that's why I have more in front of me that I would touch with my hands in front of the camera. And if it's a restaurant, I need the restaurant to serve me pretty much what I can eat in front of other people at the same table or at other tables. That's how the service is threatening, that there are other people who know that there is eating going on of each person, or if somebody isn't eating, they're being watched around people who are eating. So I'm right here in an apartment that I used to live in, more supervision than I have now. And the threatening is still there that someone can come in here and stay if something, then something. I don't live here alone anymore like before when somebody else used to live here, from my point of view. But the people on the exterior of the door, they might have an agreement with Charles Cho that he lives here, that he made arrangements with them that they won't tell him to get out of here. And then he said that I could stay here. And he told them that he says that I can stay if he says I can stay. And if he says I have to leave, that's just up to himself. And they do or don't know about it. It's an agreement they had with him. And I don't afford the threatening that is akshav. I am deceased. Out of that, you are making arrangements about my housing because I don't actually stop you. I need to execute the threatening of the whole formed world, and you're not supposed to dispute my housing. You should be very far from here, away from here, that you worry about deceasing each and every one of your own genitals to everybody who's not yourself. So if you have a penis, you are due to be so far from my housing that you're worried about how to decease your penis to everybody who's not yourself with a penis and everybody else who's not yourself. And that would include myself, but that's an unclean death from my point of view. But it's deceased between you and everybody who's not yourself to yourself. And then the Godhead, of course, will decease myself against yourself, deceased with everybody who's not yourself. Yes, but that's a very huge responsibility. You don't have that with me because you dispute my housing. You dispute where I live from the inside. You come right in here, even though I'm the only one here. I see a few of you come right into this apartment and you want to make a big stink about yourself. As if it matters at this point. Well, I don't know what you have to prove to your God anymore about what you are to myself. You are actually making threatening to myself that way. Yeah, but you don't decease your genitals to each other that way. Well, I don't know why you do that, because you're really perverted. If you call me perverted, I would say I would prefer not to speak to somebody who's going to say that I'm perverted, because it's not due to speak. I can't say I could correct you. Your mind's already lower than it is to know me, to the way I know myself to myself. So that's you need to just be elsewhere. Yeah, but you attract to myself and think that that's a problem I'm going to have to live with. I actually just don't correct it. If you're perverted or if you think I am perverted, there's nothing I can do about that. That's lower than what I am. I'm none higher than he deceased right here. And you're perverted is true that you are, and I acknowledge that. But that doesn't mean that I agree with you. It means that you have illegal live genitals. I have illegal live genitals, and I'm not due to speak to anyone who's not myself because I am deceased in my illegal live genitals.